Hi Aquarius, welcome into a general weekly reading for you. I hope you're doing absolutely amazing out there. We're going to jump into the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck and see what we're beginning with, what this week is going to look like for us. And then I have two other Oracle decks and some tarot to pull for us. I did your reading in full yesterday and it was pretty damn good. I talked a lot about, especially in the beginning of the reading, about extremes in your world and feeling like in certain ways there's no in between, right? Or typically there isn't. When it comes to your energy levels, when it comes to your motivation, when it comes to other aspects of your world, right? And so I feel as if that's still applicable. But I was pushed to delete the reading right before I sat down to, record today. And Spirit saying the lighting improved a little bit, I think. Spirit then came through and gave me a download of the fact that it could have been so much better. I was stumbling on my words towards about the middle of the reading, but anyways, the action card coming out to begin your reading. I really feel, Aquarius, this is a time for you where the extremes are still quite present, right? And you're noticing them very clearly, maybe even remembering them from previous weeks, but you're putting in the action, you're taking action rather, putting quality, strategic effort towards this amount of importance, and you're seeing epic results because of it. It feels like there's a dance with life that you are embodying, embracing at this time, utilizing to your advantage. When you feel a flow coming back to your way of being in certain areas of your life where maybe it came and it went at certain points, rewinding back, or it just felt lacking, you're going to feel a refreshing vibe and energy in regards to this because of it. It feels like you're now able to shift on forward and see things improve for yourself. And I really feel like it's a week where you want to see more color within your life. And they're asking you, what does that look like for you? Okay, what could you be doing differently? What could you bring on back and re-implement? And of course, implement for the first time in order to see things more colorful, right? More enjoyable. Now, I actually want to put this card back. Look at this. The exact card that began the last full version of your reading. So yeah, it's reiterating what we were just saying. The extremes in your world are just great at certain points, but then it's concerning, I feel, for some, maybe even annoying, right? Definitely reminds me of somebody, for example, who has a lot to get done throughout the day, and it's just one of those days where you happen to be on the extreme lack of energy, maybe even extreme motivation, or both, and it's just not helping you, it's not supporting you in that sense. But they're saying there are times where the extremes, even when they feel annoying, not really aligning for you, quote unquote, it's actually purposeful. That could be a moment where your body, maybe even spirit, is saying you need to rest, right? Or you need to take it easy in regards to what you still will accomplish and put action towards, okay? Let's move on. I just struggled a bit. I want to pull a couple of these wisdom cards. Look at this, nourishment. Where you have been in more so throughout the week are taking care of yourself, watering your temple, for somebody your skincare routine, getting up and putting on your favorite cologne or perfume just because, even if you're doing absolutely nothing that day or just running some errands, it makes the world of a difference. You're feeling more polished is what I'm getting. You're feeling less, okay, for somebody grimy is what I'm getting. But the number 7 is significant. I feel like they came up in another one of the weeklies that I did for one of the other signs. But to continue from this Sacred Destiny Oracle for Aquarius. Also for Aquarius, the number 6 is as well significant. Illumination, happiness, abundance, and flow. I mean, I gotta say, it's absolutely satisfying and impressive to even myself when these messages come out, being a skilled tarot reader, and then the cards just support that, reiterate it, and then the reading just flows even more, okay? It feels like this is a flowing kind of week for you where you're feeling the support from your spiritual connection very much alive within your world. And you might even be utilizing that to support other people in this and that of importance within your life. But there's a diligence about your energy. You're very on point. You're very focused. You're very, you might have a jam-packed schedule, right, for some drawn to the reading, but there's a feeling of you buckling down and doing what you have to do. There's a detail-oriented but still flowing kind of way about doing this and that you need to, maybe even want to, or both. And there are going to be moments when you look at things, if you look at this imagery from a bird's eye perspective, and it benefits you greatly. And I feel like even will more so in regards to past, the future, past this week. Anyways, it's a week, my friend, where you are gaining certain levels of illumination, clarity. A confirmation will come through at a certain point for some drawn to the reading that you made the right choice. It feels like it was a massive change for you in one, if not multiple areas of your life. And I feel as if it's a week where the action that you're putting in, the flow that you're embodying and even creating within your world is giving you abundance in different forms on different levels. It feels like a very blessed week for you where they're saying it's not really a lucky sort of feeling, even though you may feel that way at certain points. It's that you put in the effort and you're seeing the results. It's that you can't help but feel motivated to create even more abundance within your world, to eat up the fruits of your labor that may be a long time coming for some, as I'm being drawn to these grapes. But it feels like a time for you where in the midst of gaining this illumination, this clarity, a light to be lit within, close to you, in front of you, along your path. They're giving me the vision of somebody walking in a dark tunnel and then someone just lit a lighter or lit a candle is a better imagery. For your sake, for your benefit. Anyways, the happiness card talks about you being happy at certain points, realistically, not the entire week, right? That would be exhausting. I mean, in a sense, the happiness where you're super smiley, maybe even laughing, getting a release in that sense, that would be exhausting. To be happy and doing nothing or healing, being even productive in a simplistic way, that I feel could be more consistent for a lot drawn to the reading. But if your happiness levels are coming and going, again, I wouldn't be surprised for some, that being another extreme within your life, then you need to ask yourself, remember what makes you happy and choose to initiate and put action towards bringing that happiness back, because that's one of which where we really don't want to see you hanging on to or sitting in, discomfort in a lack of happiness, because that's something I feel you truly have control over, whether you remember that in the moment or not. I'm hearing things are piling up in a good way. Things are piling up in a good way. And I feel like Spirit is saying, well, congratulations, because the pieces are being put together for you. Things are aligning more than ever. People are attracted to your energy throughout the week because there's a simplicity but a complexity, a caring and even healing way about how you're presenting yourself to the world at this time. It feels like you want to have more love in your life, but then money and career take such a huge focus for a lot drawn to the reading. I really need to make space for what I want, but then I don't. Interesting. As the star card just awkwardly fell into my lap, I feel as if you're going to be shining in the spotlight, okay? Honoring yourself more so. After I feel a lot of which drawn to the reading have been through a lot recently, maybe even emotionally difficulties, I want to say. And so this feels really good to be utilizing your passion and whatnot in the spotlight, the limelight, whether you choose to in the moment or it just kind of naturally comes to be. There is a lot of passion to be expressed, to be utilized, to lead to different states of different forms of abundance, as I twitch a bit. But I do feel like there is significant spiritual activity throughout this week for you drawn to the reading, as camera keeps churning. Significant spiritual activity, and I feel like you're going to be noticing this very clearly. I almost feel like for a lot, like myself, something happens spiritually and that would normally or typically concern somebody or leave them in a state of being surprised, but you might be so used to it, or it just is a moment where you're saying, okay. It is what it is. I just heard what else is new. But let's move on to the love portion of your reading. Stay optimistic and chemistry. So whether you are single, committed, or potentially going to jump into a commitment with somebody you already met, I feel there's a push to notice the chemistry between you and somebody within your life, whether you're meeting them online or in person throughout this week or recently. It could be somebody who's been with you within your world for a while, but it does feel like either way, in the midst of a week where there is partial, if not full chemistry to be noticed, to be honored and tested out is what I'm hearing. You need to stay optimistic about your love life at this time, because they're saying positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. All right. And I feel as if, there's a strong magnetic attraction, connection at hand for you. Sorry, it's really hot here. But I really feel as if you're going to be remembering, okay, maybe even a new realization for somebody specifically drawn to the reading, that you deserve love. All right. You deserve to be loved even in a platonic way when it comes to, I want to say, a coworker or two. It could be, family, friends, acquaintances, you name it. But it's a week where they're saying flirt, okay? Get out there or put yourself out there in one, if not multiple moments and flirt, all right? See where things go. See how it transforms that existing connection for some. And they're saying this could be the one. You might even already feel that it's the one, that they're the one, but it does feel like either way, there's true potential for for spiritual growth is what I'm hearing between the two of you. But the growth of the potential romance moving forward. Anyways, let's pull some more tarot. We're almost done with your reading. The Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Yeah, and we also have the Eight of Pentacles over here. I randomly left a chunk of the deck on the table, but it feels like there's a confidence and a grounded way about you for the most part, an abundant way about you. If you look at that typical fruitful imagery surrounding the King of Pentacles sitting in his throne, you're going to feel very much in your, at certain points, it's like there's a prominent feeling of you being in your masculine energy, and then very much in your, I say masculine, and then in your feminine energy. Another extreme yet again, all right? And I feel that those are moments when you need to be utilizing that energy to your advantage, maybe the advantage of a situation you're connected to, putting action towards. And this will support more abundance flowing in for you. But I really feel this energy about you as well, where throughout the week you're just simply doing things at a slow pace, not rushing. Somebody may want you to move faster, accomplish faster. Maybe that's more recently for you, rewinding back. But I don't see you rushing for anybody or anything. It's this trust in regards to when things are meant to get done, right? Knowing that at times things end up, you maybe even feel a bit sloppy, clumsy, missing the pieces of the details, right, along the way. Maybe even making mistakes or having to clean up after yourself. So slow and steady wins the race. But the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, I really feel this financially stable future lying ahead for you, and Spirit's giving you the heads up that that's closer than you think, okay? So buckle up, because that's going to be a lot to manage, all right? But you're made for this is kind of the message coming through. You're our star, Aquarius, and people are noticing you shining, glowing, and making a difference in your world, but other people's lives, even if that's simply through your energy. All the meanwhile, this is a very powerful week for you, my friend, where you're going to be feeling the need to step up to the plate and take action in different areas of your life, in different ways. And again, you're going to see the abundance in different forms, okay? So this was truly helpful. I'm sending you so much love and light.